Hello, hello, everyone coming in.
There we go. Loading them up.
I can't
You
hit
rolled
admit
back the
fast enough.
curtain. You rolled the button back. Hey, there's Raina. Good to see you, Raina. Kim, I've talked to you before. Lots of these folks that I'm probably going to recognize the name. Wow. There's Miss Hammond. I've talked to her before. I'm talking as we're going here that I'm just recognizing the names that I've talked to.
Love it. I have an icebreaker
Randy,
question for everybody as Paul's personally
nice.
greeting you all. But qu question for you guys. So, in the last 30 days, I asked this on the poll, but I'd love to see it here too. How many deals have the agents sent you in the last 30 days? I think that's a really good gauge. Drop it in the chat, whatever that number is. It can be zero, by the way. Let's be real. We know how some of these relationships work.
There we go. Good job, Raina. Carolyn's got one cent. Good.
There we go.
David Richards, two.
There we
Stacy,
go.
seven. That girl's a go getter right there. I've talked to her
John's got
before.
a 7 too.
Rachel, we're going to improve that today.
That's right.
Richard, Christy's another go getter. Talked to her before. Um, Robert, when you're posting this, does those numbers in that chat stay in this? In other words, you can go back later and look at it.
We'll
I know
have
it's
a
a
we do have a
technical
chat
question, but
log. It's kind of Zoom's not great at it, but
okay,
they do have like a chat log.
okay.
Is that kind of what you mean?
Well, yeah, I was just wondering if we could go back and look at the numbers. That way, we can always go back and say, "Hey, let's help you see where you're at now." Right,
Oh
30 days
yeah,
from
that's a
now.
great
I can
idea. I
Right.
love that.
I'll copy and paste it to a Google Doc and share it with
Please.
you
There
guys.
you go. Now we got somebody that's thinking smartly here. uh, as y'all will learn, Robert, Chris, and Walter, I'm the guy that loves sales and marketing, but I hate the details. I hate the details. But running what you just said there, Google whatever you just said, Chris, is like running fingernails down a chalkboard for this guy. Remind that question one more time, Robert. I think engage in what because you might have
Yeah,
some
we've had
new ones.
already another 30 people jump in. So,
Yeah.
in the last 30 days, how many deals has your agent sphere, your agent network sent you? Last 30 days. Remember, zero's okay. We got some sevens, we got fives, we got ones, twos, threes. There's no wrong answer. We just want to
Yeah.
get a gauge.
Yep. By the way, this is Robert. I don't know if you say this a lot, but when I do these meetings, I think of this as a church setting. We want to hear some amens in the back corner, right?
You're actually gonna love one of the the slides I have then.
Okay, good, good. Thomas, we're fixing to change it for you. There you go. Walter just said amen.
There we go. Walter, there we go. We can count Walt.
Yeah.
Odessa, you are in the right place. Yes, you
Yeah.
are. All right, guys, we're gonna get about one more minute. Just so you know, one more minute. We've already got 57 people on the call. Respect to you guys to actually showing up and putting this as a priority. This is awesome. You
Yeah.
also are already beating out agents for attendance. So good job there too.
There we go. Yeah. They might have caught that sometimes in terms. I mean, what you're talking about is just agents. You guys are normally talking to just agents, right?
Yeah,
Realtors.
we talked
Yeah,
to. I mean, we have
There's
loan
also
officers that come consistently, but obviously we're more majority agents, and
yeah,
you
yeah,
guys
yeah,
are already beating them in attendance.
is also talking
yeah.
about sign up to show up rate.
Yeah,
There you
exactly.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we got a lot of hungry loan officers out there. We got a lot of hungry ones. We're fixing to teach them hunt like you're hungry.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's five after. We love to respect people's times. Paul, I think we should just start it.
Yeah, let's go. Well, listen, thanks everybody for showing up today. And again, many of y'all, I can see the names that I've talked to you before inside of the new loan officer group. But just a real quick story about, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, I met Robert in a restaurant in Nashville. And when I talked to this, I call him a kid because he's probably half my age. Long story short, Robert impressed me so much that day as a realtor, how much he was engaged in the conversation, talking about the things, and understood from the angle that I was teaching loan officers that my philosophy is help the realtor grow, help them grow. Don't come to them begging, saying, please give me a lead. I promise you I'll do a good job. We have great rates. I'll wash your cat if you want me to. I, I try to say, help them grow. And as many of y'all are on that new loan officer group, as I say, a lot of times it's exactly what I'm doing with you. If you go in with the idea of helping realtors grow their business, you will see a reciprocal, and this goes back long time ago, reciprocal sales. You scratch my back, I'm probably going to scratch yours, right? So that comes back to when I met him, I was like, man, this kid really knows the business. And the more that I've gotten to know him, Chris got groups, Facebook groups out the yin yang, and I'll let him tell that. Walter, I've not gotten to talk in depth with Walter, but these guys are all with Epic. And we came up with this idea that they were already doing with a group of realtors, kind of a challenge. And then he came to me and said, hey, what if we did this with the loan officers? And I said, man, I love the idea. So, Robert Bean, take it away. I'm going to let you. All right.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. You always speak so highly of me.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So give me a thumbs up in the chat if you can see my screen all right. Just drop a little thumbs up in the chat so that way I know you see my screen okay. Oh, I like the okays. There we go. Those look even better. I like it. So listen, I'm going to probably go fast. So you need to use that chat to drop questions in because I'm going to flow through this because I want to make sure you get everything and I want to be really mindful of the time that we have together. So this is your future, right? The plan that we're about to give you. So who is this for? Oh, actually, you know what? This is what I was talking about, the hallelujah. As I'm saying who this is for, please drop the hallelujah hands. That's what I call them in the chat if you relate to this, okay? So you're sick of waiting on agents to send you business. Anybody relate? Come on now. I better see those hands in the chat. There we go. Haley's on it. Yep. You're buying lunches, but you're getting 0 deals in return. Okay? Oh my gosh, the prey. Odessa's got the prey. You're being treated like an assistant instead of a true business partner. Oof. Who feels that? And then how about this? Just the reality. Most agents are not consistently sending you referrals. Just the consistency is not there. Anyone relate? Yeah, I see a ton of hands. Ton of hands. And I thought you would, okay? So before we jump in, I need to set the tone for this. This is a distraction-free zone. Turn the phone over. Okay, you didn't show up today to be distracted. I know that. When we didn't build this to waste your time. So turn the video on. Unless you're driving, please don't. I don't want you to get hurt. Okay, turn your video on. Minimize those distractions and participate. There's going to be lots of engagement. You're actually going to leave with something useful and valuable, an understanding, a tool, a resource. And then, of course, share this with others. We always believe in that. Give, 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 give. Never stop giving.
Love that.
Right? Okay, let's keep going. So it's time to shift the power back to loan officers for an equal partnership with agents. It has been one-sided for too long, and that's not good for either side. It needs to be a healthy, reciprocal relationship. That's also RESPA compliant. I just had to make sure you guys know that up front. Loan officers got it way harder with that RESPA.
Keep me out of jail.
That's right. So we're going to get right into this, guys. This is engagement. This is not sit back, relax, and just chill. First, I want to gauge your network's worth. We kind of already did this. So what I want you to do is just do a rough estimate of how many agents do you have in your database and sphere right now. Drop that in the chat. 5, 10, 15. Some of you, maybe you got 100. Drop in the chat roughly how many agents you have in your sphere.
Yep.
It's going to be a range. There we go. A lot of 5s. That's pretty common. Yep. Some of the bigger numbers. Nice. 3 to 4, brand new. Kim, you're getting it. It's about to change, by the way. You're about to get a lot more. Just you watch. It pumps me up if you can't tell. I'm excited. Okay, I love this. So we already kind of did this in the beginning, but how many deals have you closed in the last 30 days from those agents? Right? I saw some of the ones that have huge agent databases, right? Hundreds even, and a lot higher. But for most of you, 5, 10, it's not enough. It's just not there, right? We're seeing 0, we're seeing 1, we're seeing 4. 4's not too bad, but you guys know you need more.
Yep.
So then you don't actually have to do this math. I'm going to give you an example, but I love to share something practical that you can always use to gauge whether you have enough agents. Divide the number of deals by the number of agents to know the average deals you receive from your network in 30 days. Again, you don't need to do the math. I'll give it to you. Let's say I have 100 agents in my sphere, and let's say I got 2 deals in the last 30 days. That's super conservative. 2 divided by 100, that's 2%.
Yep.
That's not enough. Not enough. Okay. So now my question for you is, are you happy with those numbers? You can give me a thumbs down, or you can type no. Are you happy with the numbers? Hell no. That's right. Thank you. Thank you for being honest, guys. Gosh. I love this. I love this that we can relate to each other. Now I'm going to let you in on something that's really important that I don't think is talked about enough. Neither are the agents. The agents are not happy with these numbers either. And it sucks for you and it sucks for them. And now it's time to bridge the gap. Instead of agents looking at loan officers as free lunch dates and loan officers saying, you should be sending me referrals because I'm great, right? We need something more. We need something tangible, useful, and reciprocal, not one-sided. And you guys, this is for you. I didn't invite any agents to this. They might get offended if I was talking this way anyway. Actually, no, they know me. I'm very open about all this stuff. All right. So now let me ask you, how much would you make if you had just one extra deal every single month? You guys know that rough commission. You guys know, that percentage. How much would it roughly be? Another $4,000, $5,000? It's going to be unique for all of you. John, 3,500. Okay. I like it. I like that beard too, John. You're working it. I'm not there yet. How about every 2 weeks? Yeah, easy math, right? You just double what you already had. How about every week? Seriously, think about it. Yeah, every week. Now, here's the problem. How many more agents would you need to get an additional closing a week? A pretty absurd amount of agents, wouldn't you? Okay.
For sure.
It's a really hard game to play. And we actually struggle with that with our own agents. Is we realized when we were doing the math with them, they had to have thousands and thousands of leads. And we had to figure out a way to make it more efficient and more effective. Otherwise, we don't get paid, by the way. So if you had 100 agents, 2 deals a month, basically what it means is for every extra deal you want, you need another 50 agents. Oh my gosh. That is a lot of agents, guys. That is a lot of follow-up. That's a lot of lunch dates and coffees and donuts and cookies at open houses. That is a lot. There's a better way. You could work with 1 to 4 agents like these. We've got Carlin, 6 buyers and 3 listings. How about before the challenge? I know Seth, particularly, he's awesome. He did the work. He had 5 closings in roughly a year. Then he joined this challenge that we're going to be sharing with you, and he did 7 in the next 3 months. And now he consistently closes a deal with his loan officer every 2 weeks. Okay? How about this one? 1 buyer and 1 listing in 6 days. Okay? And you're probably about to say, because I get this a lot, top producers like them already have a preferred lender. Anybody relate to that? Raise your hand. Come on. You're
Bunch.
thinking it.
I
Top
hear it all
producers
the
like
time.
them already have a preferred lender. I'm about to blow your mind, okay? And I learned this. This is all real life experience that we do firsthand. This isn't someone's program that we resell and we don't know any. We live this. These are our screenshots, our people. Most of them did not have a preferred lender because they weren't closing enough deals to even have one. Do you guys register what I just said? The top producers that you just saw didn't actually have a partner lender because they weren't making enough money. You already know this. If an agent's closing 0 deals, they don't actually have a preferred lender because they don't send any business to anybody. Okay? So what if you were the one that held the key that led them to their success? What if you were the reason they got those deals? Do you think you'd be the top of their list now? Genuine question. Do you think, yeah, that's right. Okay. Drop a little clap in the, in the chat if that's you, if that's what you're looking for. Okay. Okay. That's what we're handing you today. That's our 100K in 100 days challenge. Okay. So what we've done is we've temporarily shut down our highly successful agent only 100K in 100 days challenge and handed the reins over to you, the loan officer. Now you get to control the opportunity, the access, and the results. Okay? Don't worry, I will explain everything. Here's how it works. So in the 100 days challenge, here's how the quick bullets. Don't worry again, I'm going to explain everything. I just got to go through the bullets. You sign up and you exclusive spot. Now the agent C, I'm going to explain how we make this RESPA compliant so just don't worry. Don't worry about that. Your brain's already going RESPA, RESPA, RESPA. Don't worry. We got that all covered. I'll go over that at the end. Paul looked at it too. We got you.
Yep.
You choose the right agent, and we'll show you exactly how to pick a committed, high-performing agent that will execute. We know what it takes. We live this. We teach this every day. Hundreds and hundreds of agents. You both together will follow the 100K roadmap, staying accountable and executing the proven income generating activities. You will close more deals faster than ever, without a doubt. Without a doubt. You don't even if you were not perfect at the plan, which none of the screenshots I showed you were perfect. Seth, who's closing every 2 weeks now, he was like, yeah, I probably did 60% consistently of the plan. Okay? But here's one of the most important parts. You become an indispensable team. No more one-sided relationships. This is a true power partnership that generates real, repeatable business. And again, I always have to emphasize it, RESPA compliant. Don't worry. And then how about this? No more begging. No more hoping. No more the lunch meetings that you'll be going to. It'll be for strategy and celebration. Okay? Not
Love
just,
that.
let's meet up and talk about your business. I'd love to share the new program we have. Aren't you guys tired of saying that? Aren't you exhausted from saying that? And let me tell you, agents are exhausted from hearing it because just like you were told a really bad thing, which was buy them lunch, agents were told a really bad thing too, which was go to lunch. We were both taught bad things. I don't know where it came from, but it's it sets our relationship up to be super one-sided and unproductive. No more. Okay? So now we're going to teach you first how to identify what a right agent is before we actually get into the program itself, because I want you to have that person in your head. I want you to already be thinking of who this is. So who is the right agent? Let me just quickly tell you who the right agent is. They have already sent you business. That's a plus. A lot of you had zeros. Don't worry. That's okay. This is a plus because it's very obvious if they're sending you business. There's some trust there. Duh, right? I have to mention that. Elephant in the room, right? Okay. They're actively growing their business, meaning they're not just making excuses. They're not about to start something. Okay. Anybody who's always about to start something is typically not a good partner. Just seriously. They're just not a good partner. So you need to avoid. They take action not just complaints. The market isn't the problem. Okay? Walt, Chris, myself, Paul, we all close a ton. The market isn't the problem. They communicate well. If they ghost you now, they're going to ghost you later. You need to be mindful of that. If they just suck at communication, which the average agent does, man, that's going to be a really hard partnership. Really difficult. Follows proven systems. If they won't follow a plan, they won't get results. I don't care who they are. I don't care. There is a plan and there is a process. Doesn't mean that there aren't multiple ways to do a plan or different types of plans, but there is a plan and the process. Because listen, if there is no plan, there is no place to put you on that plan. We need your name at that top. And then they work their database. If they just don't work what they have, they're not going to work what they get. That was one of my favorite lines. Anybody like that line, by the way?
I love that.
If they don't work what they have, they ain't going to work what they get. I have learned that over the years. And last but not least, they value partnerships, not just transactions. If they see loan officers as free lunches, run. Run. That mindset is a horrible mindset. It's not that I can't be changed. It's just that you don't need to try and change that mindset. There are plenty who don't view you that way. Okay? Now, let me quickly tell you who the wrong agent is. Some of you already know this, and it's pretty obvious. They expect you to do all the work. Okay? If you go to them with what they're going to show you today, and they are basically trying to say, well, yeah, you go do that, and let me know how it goes. Yeah. Nope. Step away. Not your person. Okay? They ignore systems and go rogue. If they won't follow a plan, right? If they keep saying, I can't tell you how many times we see agents who are like, I'm going to do this. Great, here's the plan. Oh, it just didn't work for me. Well, so far, that's the 10th that didn't work for me in the last 10 weeks. I'm starting to think it might not be the plan. Thank you, Christy. I am with you. I don't want to spend time chit-chatting about nothing over coffee or lunch. Guys, I want to make money. I want to spend time with my family. And I'm not trying to be rude, but my wife's cooler than all of you. My kids are cooler than all of you. I'm going to hang out with them. You got friends. I got friends. We got passions and dreams. I want to invest that time. And then I want to invest business time to making money and serving clients. Oh, Christy, people relating to you. Look at all those reactions. They refuse accountability, man. Wrong agent. If they won't check in and attend the weekly call, which we'll get into, they're not a fit. Man, if they're already making excuses up front of why they can't be accountable, oh my goodness, seriously, stay away. Because that will also start to seep into your life. You cannot have that in your life. No way. They blame the market. This is one of the easiest telltale signs. They blame the market, interest rates, and anything but themselves. This is universal. Loan officers and for agents. If you're blaming outside forces that nobody can control anyway as to why you're not getting business, but there are the top 20% that are getting business, then we know. Now listen, I'm going to be gracious here. If 99% of the industry was suffering and nobody was getting business, okay, then we might actually have a catastrophe. But if there are deals closing every single day in your market, in your service area, then it's not the market and it's not the interest rates. It's us. It's us. And that's okay. That's a good thing. All right? And then, of course, they won't commit if they're already acting uncertain and they're not sure. Listen, all in or nothing. I'm not interested in someone who might show up. And neither should you be. Okay? All right. So at the end, we're going to show you how to get the exact copy and paste text you can send to agents to get them to want you to join this in the challenge. So for anybody who's like, well, I don't know how to present it and I'm not good, do not worry. We are the agents, okay? We know what to say, exactly what to say. So you don't need to worry about that, okay? We'll also show you the critical questions you need to ask to make sure they're the right partner to win with. We know them, so we'll get all that. But first, what I want you guys to do real quick, and I was going to do a breakout room, but I actually just want us to do this here together. I love the community that we have right here. I want to do an exercise with you real quick. I want you to just think in your head, go through your database real quick, and select at least 3 agents that you can think of. Most of you should have 3 off the top of your head. And listen, if it's 3 out of the 5, fine. That's okay. You're just going to do your best. I want you to think of them right now that you think could be good candidates to just work with, that are willing to invest. Remember the right agent. You don't even need to know the plan because the universal characteristics, they're universal.
Mm-hmm.
So think of an agent, and I'm going to go back to that screen real quick for you. All right? Think of an agent who you know embodies this. They don't have to be perfect with all of them, but roughly they live this out. Think of some of those agents, write them down. See if you can get 3, because I'm giving you a target, okay? So not only am I going to help you with exactly what to say, I'm going to help you find exactly the right person immediately so you don't waste time. Okay? You guys writing down those names? You picking out those people? I promise you, I know it sounds cliche. This helps. It helps for you to really be thinking about who they are and evaluating the people you have around you and who you should invest in. You should know these names, live and breathe these names, because these will become your partners. And if these people don't live to that standard and you truly can't find a good 3, then you just found an amazing opportunity to go out and find more that will be the right partners. All right. All right. Now I'm going to skip back ahead. I wish there was a better way to skip ahead. Okay. Now, as you write down those 3 names, write under each one of them one reason why they're a good fit. One reason why you think they would be a great person to build with. And notice I haven't given you the plan. Do you know why I haven't given you the plan yet? Because if I said, well, this is done through Facebook or cold calling, you know what you would do? It's natural, human tendency. You would look for someone who you know is good at cold calling, and you would assume that they would be the right partner. Versus having core principles and beliefs that you operate on that you resonate with. Do you guys follow me? What I mean by that? Do you see why? I learned that with agents. I used to do that with agents too. And then they would immediately push things towards a box. They would just think what they were supposed to do, and they would lose all vision of who they are and what their business represents. Hopefully that made sense. You can tell me if it doesn't. You can drop in the chat, ask questions if there's any part of this that's confusing. But I want to see the one reason. And do me a favor, give me some of one of those reasons in the chat. Show me some of those in the chat. What's one reason? You don't even have to say a name. Just give me some reasons why you wrote down the names of the agents that you did. It could be that they have been very good at communicating with you. It could be that you watched there we go, hardworking, diligent, on a great team. Communicates well, good communicator. Isn't it so nice? Communication. Like, seriously. Why is that such a big thing? Like, why can't that be just a staple? Why does that have to be like an outstanding quality? More communication, trying to grow. There we go, David. I love that. Ooh, Carolyn, new and
Likability
excited,
factor.
already sent me a lead. Ooh, they believe in serving their clients, super responsive, motivated. Ooh, Jeff, willing to meet once a month? Come on now. That's pretty solid. I'm not going to lie. That's accountability. That's awesome. There we go. Look at all of these. There we go. All right, let's keep moving. I want to be mindful of time. That was if we actually did the breakout room, but we're not going to do that. So we're going to come back to this next steps because originally we were going to do a breakout room. So what I'm going to do briefly is now I'm going to essentially have a quick snapshot of what it takes to generate leads. I didn't make a slide for this because I was worried that it'd be too overwhelming. There's a lot of information. So we run a 100K in 100 days challenge for agents. We've done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of agents through it. And we built it based off of our own success. So again, this wasn't from 20 years ago from someone we've never met who said that you should go sell this program or this idea. We had agents that came to us that were in our team, and they said, I'm struggling, and if I don't make money in the next 100 days, I'm probably going to be evicted. Okay? Chris, Walt, remember that? Remember those emails? Remember those conversations? And that hit home, guys, for us. And we got together and we said, okay, the three of us have had tremendous success. I sold 34 homes in my first year of real estate, and I had no background in real estate, no friends, no family, no sphere of influence, right? How do we help this person in 100 days? Not in 2 to 3 years like most people, like most strategies. And that's what we built this plan on. And then we went and proved it again and again and again. And so it does not require you running ads. I don't want you guys to become ad experts and have to go run ads. We have no lead gen program to sell you where you're going to pay us to call leads for you. It's not that I don't believe in that. I think that this is a better option for you and your partners. Okay? It's very simple, and I'm going to give you the bullets, okay? You're going to have marketplace listings. Don't worry if you don't understand what this means. That's the whole point of the plan. You're going to have marketplace listings that you're going to post for free, and you're going to generate leads. You're going to follow up with those leads. You're going to close more deals. Now, there's a bunch of other steps to the plan that you can get involved in. Some of them are from working for sale by owners in a very strategic way. Some of them are from new construction, open houses. There's a lot of different ways, okay? So I don't want you to get lost in the plan because it's simple and there's a multitude of ways to execute it. Believe it or not, the most important part of this is your commitment. Remember, it's the way you generate leads will be free, absolutely free, okay? So you don't have to worry about being an expert. You will not have to be an expert at anything other than your job to accomplish this, which is the most important part, okay? So what you will do from there is that you will have an agent that's working right alongside you, that's building alongside you. And we'll get into the RESPA. Anybody worried about RESPA stuff as we're talking, by the way? Be honest with me, like raise hands or drop something in the chat. Anybody still worried about the RESPA?
No.
Not really? Okay, good. We're feeling good. You're starting to see.
Nope,
I haven't even gotten to the
Let's
RESPA.
go.
Right? All right. So I'm going to tell you what the cost is on doing this plan. I realized I deleted one of my other slides on accident. There's like 90 slides, by the way, because I try to make it digestible, so forgive me. So I'm going to tell you what Tom Ferry charges, okay? And then I'm going to tell you what Paul did for all of you that you're going to praise him endlessly for, okay? Before I do that, though, here's how this works. The plan is for 100 days. Every week, you're going to get a live call where we'll train you, guide you, and work with you and your partner agent that you invite. So you'll have that accountability. You will get the exact plan with every single step. This is the slide I deleted, of course, right? Of course I did, right? It's because I added an extra RESPA slide and then I accidentally copied and pasted on top of the other slide. That's what actually happened. So this is why I have to do it. But hey, I know the plan pretty well, okay? So you will also get a private group chat with us, Paul, Walt, Chris, myself, where we will be daily there with you, answering questions, guiding you. But here's the awesome part, and the agent that you invite. So they're not coming to you to talk about a plan that you just learned about, okay? Because that would be kind of stressful, right? All right. And this plan, in addition, will also have every single other step and the breakdowns of those steps, common objections. We'll even have text templates, responses. It's extremely thorough because it's everything that we built to consistently help agents add an additional 100K into their pipeline every 100 days. Just for quick math for you guys, that's $360,000+ a year. Now, how much would you be making if your agents were producing at that level? Serious question. How much would you be making if your agents were producing at that level? What would your revenue roughly look like? Marcy, yeah, you know. Right? How much? I'd be on a yacht. Yeah, and that's just, listen, that's what, if one agent. Imagine you like this and then you repeat the process again and again because it's infinitely applicable. We have tested this in every single market you can imagine. It even works in Alaska, guys. I just say that because I feel like people forget that real estate exists in Alaska too, but it actually even works in Alaska. Okay. All right. So listen, Tom Ferry normally charges $2,323 for 100 days of his program. Okay. That's how much. And you don't get agent control. Agents don't need you to get in. They don't need you at all. You're not important. Has Tom Ferry ever made you guys feel important? Do you even know who Tom Ferry is?
Some of them do because I told them about them.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? This is the point I'm making. Tom Ferry is the #1 real estate coach in the world, and yet he doesn't even talk to you guys, and he doesn't even build with you guys. You're not even part of the plan. You guys hearing what I just said? You're not even part of the plan for the #1 real estate coach in the world. How does that make you feel? Because let me ask you this, how many times at your trainings are they talking about your relationships with agents? Is it a common conversation? Are they always talking about you got to do this and you got to do this and lots of different strategies? Why is the #1 real estate coach in the world not even talking about you guys? The #1 partner of agents, you, and you're not even on the plan. Doesn't that kind of hurt? We can be vulnerable here, right? There's a reason why I didn't invite agents to this call, so we can be a bit more vulnerable. Doesn't that kind of hurt? Isn't that kind of insulting? Hello? I'm here. I'm closing the loan. I'm making the finances happen. And you're part of my plan. Why am I not part of your plan? Exclusive scripts. You do not get the exact text, right? You will not know how to go and reach out to. It's so simple, guys. I can't wait to send it to you this. But how to get agents to want to jump in on this plan with you, okay? Vetting process will show you how to vet the right agents. We have a list of questions and why you ask these questions so you know you pick the right agent for the challenge, because we're going to encourage you to only choose one for the first time, okay? Private group, we already talked about that. You do not get a private group or anything like that. You do not get hands-on support with Tom Ferry, and you will not get loan officer-specific strategies, because remember, you're not even on the map. You guys don't even exist in Tom Ferry's world, which I have a problem with.
You're killing me, Robert. You're killing me.
I know, right? This needs to change. So this is what we're doing. You get to choose the agent that will join the program, and they don't have another way to get into the program. It will be through you exclusively. Don't worry. RESPA compliant. If you're worried about that, I got you. Okay. We'll give you the copy and paste scripts to send them in text messages to get them super excited, whether they're a new agent, even top producers. Okay. And in fact, I'm going to pause there for a minute. Chris, top producer. What part of why I brought him today? Okay. Chris, he already has his preferred lender. He closes a buttload of deals. How many do you have going right now, Chris? How many did you say?
I have 6 under contract and 10 active listings right now.
Okay. All right. Now, let me ask you guys, if you went to Chris and said, hey, listen, let's go get lunch, and I'll bring some cookies to your open house, start sending me some deals, what do you think's going to be the outcome? Chris, what are you going to say?
Cookies.
I'm going to say I'm busy and I don't have time.
Okay. Right? But Chris, if someone brought you the 100K challenge plan and said, I want to build this alongside you, I want to work alongside you, what would you say then?
I would say that's a great idea. I can't imagine I thought of that. No, no, really. This is so when a loan officer calls me, I am like straight out the gate. I don't piddle around. I'm like, what do you have and what can you do for me that nobody else can? That's like literally within the first 2 minutes of conversation. That's my first question, because I don't have time for lunch. I don't have time to go fiddle fart around. I don't care that you can close a loan in 7 days or 10 days or 2 weeks or whatever. I don't care. Like, so can everybody else. Like, there's so many things. I'm looking for partners, right? And I tell them straight up, And I'll ask them, how many deals are you producing? How many clients are you producing that you can hand off to me, your agent partner? What are you doing to produce deals? Well, I'm referral only. I'm like, well, that's great for you. That's not great for me. I don't think this partnership's going to work. And I'll just tell them straight up. Um, I'm very good at setting a precedent from an agent perspective and telling loan officers exactly what I want and need. And the loan officers that I work with just so happen to send me business, right? They know, they've learned, and I'm very straightforward about it. Hey, look, if you want to keep getting business from me, it can't be a one-way street. It's got to be a two-way street. You've got to bring some value. We've got to figure out a way that we're working on things together.
Yep. Thank you, Chris.
Love
And
it.
by the way, Chris was not scripted to say that. And Chris is one of the most honest and transparent people you'll ever meet. I brought him specifically because I've tried to get Chris to work with some of my partner lenders. Okay. And Chris said no. And so even I had to go to the drawing board and say, how do I break through? Because if I can't even get someone who I already have trust with, then there's no chance you guys are going to break through to Chris. No chance. That's why we built this, because this worked, and I'm actually going to show you proof in just a minute. And I didn't even expect this proof, by the way. I can't wait to show you. All right, let me throw the rest of it. We'll get you the vetting questions. We already told you this. The loan officer only mastermind with all of us here, Paul, Walt, Chris, myself. The weekly live coaching calls. You'll ask questions. You'll get the strategies, receive hands-on guidance from us. We are experts. We live this every day. The strategy will be focused around the role that you'll play. You're not just some fly on the wall. You're actually a key integral part. In fact, you are the most integral part from this program's perspective. Okay. You'll get, of course, the proven plan. And then something I threw in there, I didn't even tell Walt or Chris or Paul this, by the way. I'm throwing this in there personally. I did not tell you guys this. If I see you guys actually putting in the work, what I'm about to tell you is no cost. I'm just going to do this as part of the included thing, and I'll do it even if the other guys won't. If I see you guys actually contributing to agents, I will hook you up with more agents personally. It's in my best interest to have partners like you as well, because I have 100 and what we've in the last year I think we've brought over 150 agents, something like that. It's in my best interest that they make more money. That's how I make money, guys. It's a pretty transparent relationship. Can we all agree? I'm being transparent with you. Agents sell more houses. I make more money. Okay. I need you guys to help them make more money, please. Let's work together. You make more money. They make more money. I make more money. Everybody's happy. So if I see you guys doing this, I will seriously connect you with agents that I think would be a great fit. They close homes. You build their business alongside them. And I will make those relationships, because it's in my best interest. That's why I'm telling you this. I'm being selfish here. I'm not even doing you a favor. It's in my best interest and their best interest. So that's why I'm telling you this. Okay. So before, I want to know, what do you think I'm going to charge for this? I like to play this game, okay? I want to know where you're at. What do you think? I already told you how much Tom Ferry, right? Tom Ferry charges $2,323. What do you guys think?
Such a fun question. Hey, Robert, can I jump in for 10 seconds?
Yes, well, as they're typing, you jump in.
Yeah, you guys keep talking what you think this is. I only wanted to jump into this because I'm going to give you I'm going to give you two really fast real life stories. I had an agent reach out to me when he saw us talking about our 100K challenge. And he said, "Oh, the Tom Ferry thing?" And I said, "What Tom Ferry thing? I don't know Tom Ferry's thing." And he says, yeah, I'm in the 100K challenge already. And I'm like, "You're not in my 100K challenge." And so I sent him the roadmap. He's a trusted agent. I know him very well. I sent him the roadmap. And 4 days later, no exaggeration, I have the screenshot. It's hilarious. He messaged me and he said, "I'm sitting in a Zoom right now for my Tom Ferry 2-week checkup, getting more and more pissed off. I'm doing yours from now on. It makes so much more sense." Swear on my mother, that's verbatim what he told me. It was hilarious. And I'm like, I said, "Well, you're welcome, brother. I'm glad we could add some value to your business. No. Let me go ahead and send you
Walt's internet went out like 5 minutes before this call, and he was on his phone, and then he tried his computer.
There it goes.
That's pretty funny. We'll see if are you back, Walt?
I'm back. Yeah, did I lose you guys for a minute?
Frozen. Something about swearing to your mother? I don't know, man. It was a weird time to leave.
Yeah, yeah. I was just saying, it was amazing to hear an agent tell me, I am sitting in on Tom Ferry's challenge right now, and I'm getting pissed because I know what yours looks like, and it's
There you
far
go.
more common sense.
Odessa's, yeah, she's
Oh, okay. We're gonna have
froze
to.
again.
Walt keeps freezing on us. All right. Well, we're gonna hold off because I don't know how many more times
Yeah,
you're
keep
gonna.
going.
I like how the one time you're gonna actually talk is when it starts to freeze too. All right, guys. I can't believe. Okay, thank you for the compliments, by the way. $500, 800, 1,500, 1,000. I'm about to blow your minds. Dang, guys, we made a mistake. Paul, you guys better.
No,
Before I even show you, you need to start praising Paul right now. Oh my gosh. You need to show him some love. You guys ready for this? Seriously, raise some hands. I want to see that you're ready. I want to see that you're awake. Okay. Come on. Come on. Do me
my
a favor,
Odessa,
okay?
she used the term I always use, free 99.
That's right. You ready? That's it. That's it. Who's blown away by that? Be honest with me. Who's blown away by that? And here's why I'm telling you we're doing this for cheap. I'm being real with you, okay? I want to be very honest with you. First and foremost, these guys don't know I'm about to go off script here. I am a Christian first, and I really believe in giving. Now, I have bills to pay, and so we went and did the math, and we said, what's the bare minimum? And we love Paul. Paul came to us, and he said, listen, we're going to do this, but here's what I want to do. Can we make it unbelievably dirt cheap for the people that I invite to this call? Paul made this happen for you. You guys hear me? Paul. I'm not even taking credit. Paul made this happen for you. He is the legend. Okay?
I appreciate that.
All right? So give him some praise. You guys already are. This is 100% on Paul. Okay? This will be one time only. I cannot stress this enough. We love Paul, but we have a business to run. Okay? So this will be one time only. We're going to drop the link in the chat for you to get this. It's simple. It's Eventbrite. It's not some complicated form or anything. We do this all the time, all the time. There it is. Go grab that right now. I'm going to keep going. Go grab that link. And Walt, if you could, go check the registrations on that. Make sure they're going through okay. I know some are already going through. This is one time only. And if you can, hopefully you can all see the Eventbrite link in the chat. You have this call to sign up. You have this call to sign up, and I'll explain more, okay? Because this is our favor to Paul. And let me explain a little bit more. We will be doubling this for everyone who does not buy in this call, because this, again, is our personal favor to Paul. This is not how we typically run things. But I love Paul. We have been working together for years. And if you guys noticed, I've been posting more and more in your group. I've been inviting you into more of the trainings that I do every week on Wednesdays. You guys should be coming, by the way, to my Wednesdays calls where you could be meeting top producing agents for free.
For sure.
I give. Okay? Because this is what we do. And this is part of why I'm doing it with Paul, is we share. Okay? The calls, I'll give you more on that, okay? If you're all registered, I'll put you in my newsletter, and then you'll start to see, well, you can join our Facebook group. We'll get more into that. Let's focus on this. Walt, are you able to see the registrations coming in okay?
I am looking for the email notifications, not seeing any just yet.
All right, let's get in there then, guys.
So it's a slow process.
I know your internet's been super, super horrible. Literally, he was like 15 minutes to call. He's like, guys, I don't know if I can make it. They just told me they're doing maintenance on my internet. That's right. 150 in Eventbrite. Mizo, that's right. Oh, Chrissy. 149.99 in Eventbrite.
You were a penny off.
I was penny off. I'm a scam artist. Oh no.
Yeah.
I tricked you all.
We've got 8 registrations at this moment.
Hey, Rob, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to touch on something really quick just to make sure you guys realize the goal with this is to run the challenge for 100 days. It's a one-time cost challenge, right? If you guys love the challenge and next time turns around and you say, hey, I want to do this challenge with another agent, the goal is that we will continue to run one, and you can do a new one every quarter with a different agent, basically, right?
Love that.
So you guys can stop chasing 100 agents, and then every year you can pick 3 agents or so that you want to go deeper with and really start to build out and fortify your business with those agents and continue producing, continue sending them clients, continue them sending you clients, and just keep that ball rolling.
Okay.
So there will be, if you choose to do another challenge, there will be a cost with that. But just want to make sure that that's clear with everybody.
All right. So now we need to have a hard talk. Okay. By the way, props to the 12, 13, the numbers going up now. Walt's messaging me. 17 who have registered already. You guys are crushing it. Well done. I want to address the RESPA in the room. It's fine, but I just need to do it for my own conscience. I need you to know exactly how we're RESPA compliant so that I told you. Okay, you guys follow me? I just need to say this so that it's very clear who you think we are. We are RESPA compliant. So loan officers pay their own entry fee like you are. We're going to charge agents still need your invite. We just have to have them pay a nominal fee. You guys understand why? Do you understand? You cannot give them free access. Your ticket cannot pay for their ticket. And it's not a discounted one because of you. It's just $10 for all agents, but they have to be invited by you. It is not a discount. It's the same price. It's not because of you that it's $10. Do you guys understand the language and why it's important?
Yes.
Okay, it's just so important that you understand this. We are ethical here. We are compliant here. We say we do the right things. We set the right expectations. We're honest and transparent, and I need you guys to make sure you convey that. You're picking one agent. The reason why I told you to pick 3 is because you're going to have plenty of flakes. The questions I'm going to send you on how to vet them, okay, it will teach you who's real or not. And I guarantee you several agents will not make the cut.
Yeah.
I am not interested in you partnering with people who suck and being real with you. There's no benefit to either of us in that. I want you to win. And again, this is selfishly for me. I want you to win so that I can introduce you to my other winning agents because I know you're a winner. And then you guys go win together. That's the dream here for me. That's the dream scenario. And we just run it and we run it and we run it. And this is awesome. Okay?
Yeah.
So the agents will pay their own fee. We will send them their own link. We'll be getting that set up and sending them our own link. And they will have to designate and they will not be permitted in unless they are designated with one of you guys. Okay? You guys get to choose who you invite. This is up to you. And again, we're going to help you with the vetting questions, the texts even. You can text this. I got you guys. This is so easy. This is a business strategy session. It's not a giveaway, okay? You're both investing to improve your businesses together, all right? So why it works, why it's RESPA compliant. There's no free incentives. Agents pay their own way. There's no expectation referrals. You know that, guys. This is the same thing you always have to deal with, even though it's crap, right? The fact that you're allowed to take agents for a free lunch, but then somehow there's not supposed to be an expectation. We know how garbage and silly the gray lines of RESPA is, so we're going to keep it clean and we're going to keep it simple, right? Joel. Is it Joel or Joel? It could go either way. Joel. Oh, there, Joel. I see you. Okay, I'm going to assume it's Joel. Paid, ask my agent, and they're already on board with it. You guys see how easy this is? Agents need this. They need
100%.
you. For once, they need you. You're part of the plan, guys. You're part of the plan. Sorry, I get excited about this. This makes me so happy. Okay? Full transparency, accountability. I probably don't even need to do one, but I want to emphasize this. The one rule you need to follow. You cannot reimburse the agents. You cannot pay for them. And listen, any agent who won't spend charge way more than this, by the way. We just did this special for this particular program. $10 and the agent won't invest, they are not your partner. They are not going to be a good fit. Okay, can we all agree with that? Give me some
Yes.
Ned
Yes.
nods. Head nods. I don't know what I was trying to say there, okay? So they're going to pay for themselves.
Robert,
and then-
let me say one
Yes,
thing
Paul.
here that you're helping these guys get to the right agent. That right there is so key of what you just said. And I wrote that real big letters. You're helping them get to the right agent that wants it as much as they do. And that to me is key here.
You guys feeling that?
Yeah, that's it. That's what I just want to let you know you're getting us to the right agent.
Mm-hmm. And remember, I told you transparently. Paul told you transparently. We're selfish. You guys, I work with the agents. Paul's working with the loan officers. If everybody that we're working with is making more money, we're making more money. That we're doing this because we already know it works. We just want to bridge the gap because we know it will work better together. I'm selfish. I'm not being a saint. This is smart. We've proven this works, okay? All right, a couple other things I'm going to go over that come up. What if the agent I choose sucks, totally bails, or ghosts? I've gotten that one before when I've done this manually, where I've proven this process manually. Here's what I want you to remember. You'll still be generating leads for yourself without begging agents or waiting on referrals. You'll have a process you've personally proven to leverage with other agents. You'll be able to go to the Christopher Rains of the world who are doing an absurd amount of transactions every year, and you'll go, listen, this is what I do. This is how I'm actually different. And now you actually have actual leverage with top producers and top teams. Imagine you could go to an actual whole team and say, hey, listen, come in my 100K 100 days challenge. This is what I do. Come on now. Let me see some smiles of how good you would feel being able to have that kind of leverage. Show me those big smiles. Come on. You know you would feel so good to walk into the room and it not be about a free lunch. That people are happy to see you because you make them money, not because you brought tacos. We need to change the narrative of who you guys are and the value that you bring. The power's back in your hands. All right. So the truth is, the only reason you're not going to come out on top, it won't even be the agent. It'll be you. Solondia, I hope I said that right. The cold calling, that's one of the options. Like it's like an add-on that you can do, if you will, in addition to the main strategy. But cold calling is not main central part of the plan at all. So remember what we said earlier. So maybe you joined late or something. But it's a marketplace. It's free. You don't have to buy tools and resources or monthly subscriptions or anything like that. Remember, we built this for agents first who needed money in 100 days. Okay? And then we proved it hundreds of times. All right. Questions? Oh, wait, there's actually one thing I want to tell you. Again, we have amazing amount of signups. You guys are making great choices right now, but I do want to be transparent with you. We've got lenders in every state signing up for the wait list. They want us to speak about this at their national conventions. Everybody knows UWM, right? You guys know?
Oh, yeah.
They want us to speak at their national conventions and bring this to them. Because of Paul, you guys are the first ones. Right, Chris? We have not brought this to anybody else. I know I'm the one talking out loud. So, but Chris, have we brought this to anybody else?
Nope, it's in the works, but it's not there yet.
That's right.
Love you. Love you.
Right? So I just want to make sure that's an emphasis, okay? You are getting this before anybody else. 100% true. And again, give praise to Paul. It is only because of Paul this happened. We all know tons of other lenders. Walt, Chris, myself. We all know tons of lenders all over. But Paul is the one who built the reputation where we wanted to honor him. It's true. Okay? So I just want to emphasize. I can't emphasize that. And then the hard one is this. If you don't have this leverage, what do you think would happen if another lender went to your agents and they did have this leverage? Be honest with me. Drop in the chat. What do you think that agent's going to say? Christy, no separate CRMs, none of that garbage. You guys are good.
Yeah.
You know what? We built this for agents, guys. They don't even know how to log into their CRMs. I'm being real with you. No, I'm serious. I remember I'm an expert recruiter and coach. This is what I do for a living. I don't make things that don't work. Otherwise, I'd be broke. Right? So you do not have to worry. Okay? But remember, we're like 30 plus now signups. We're going to be taking this national. It'll be at the stages. If someone else brought this to agents in your sphere, what do you think those agents would say? You think they're going to be like, no, I don't want more leads and more closings and a lender partner that actually builds a business right alongside me? It'd be terrible. I'd hate to have that type of relationship. You think so? You think they're going to say, like, come on, I know it's redundant. They're going to jump right in. I want it to be you guys, okay? I want it to be you guys. Please let it be you guys. I tried to make a no-brainer. You saw how low the cost was. All of you thought at the minimum it was going to be $500.
Right.
Minimum. If you close one deal from this in the next 100 days, which it begins in April, just to let you know, we'll have all the details. It'll be sent to you in a really nice email. I write newsletters too, so I got you. Okay. One deal would pay for this to do it with like 200 agents, which is more than you would ever need. Steve, what can we send to an agent that will outline the plan? I got you. I will send you literally the copy and paste text message. You'll send them first to get the interest. You don't send them a plan up front. You got to do this the right way. I'm helping you to get the best agent. So first it'll be a text. Then I'll probably send it to you over the weekend, Monday the latest, guys, because I actually make it really nice and really. I spend a lot of time in the work that I do. I take a lot of pride in it. So I'll send you everything. And so then you'll get the text message. Then you'll meet with them, preferably in person. And then you're going to ask them questions that I've outlined for you that are essential for you to ask. You're actually going to write and take notes. And then you will know who to actually choose. And guess what? I'll even teach you what to do for the agents who are interested in it, but you still only have to choose one. And I'll take it an even step further. Let's say that you've got two agents and you cannot decide who to choose. Come to us. We will show you how to do that because we'll get you all added in. Come to us and we will help you decide. We'll help you decide who to choose. Like, that's how much we care about you having the right partner. Now, it's not going to be perfect, and that's why I made that slide earlier. Even if you have a crappy agent, or maybe they get sick, or maybe life changes, maybe they move away. I don't know. We designed this plan so that you win regardless of the agent. That's the whole point. The leverage is back in your hands. Okay? All right. Now, I wanted to bring this up just to prove a point. I had an agent. They saw this, reached out to me. She said, I want to do this with my lender. Her preferred lender, mind you. Great. Send it to him. Let's talk to him. I offered to talk to him. The lender immediately said, no, I don't want to do it. Okay? This is what she sent me back. So if she doesn't want to do the challenge, I can ask my guy at Cardinal. Do you see how quickly the narrative changed? When someone says, I will not grow alongside you, but I will expect you to send me deals, the agent immediately self-reflected and said, I don't think this is the right partner for me, even though that was originally the preferred lender. Do you see why it's so important you have the leverage? Just like that, it can be gone. You guys feel that? This is a real text that just happened. I hope you see that. Okay? This applies for agents. I teach the same principles to agents. They are replaced just like that by a friend who just got their real estate license and knows nothing. Right? Christy, are there any other costs besides the 150? I mean, if you want to find some, you can. I'd love, yeah. I don't know. Does Eventbrite have a tip? You can obviously do that. But as far as I'm concerned, no. There's little things that you can do that will teach you, like along the way, like, oh, well, you could boost or what's boost a marketplace listing if you wanted to, but don't. That's like just random extra stuff. It's not essential to the plan at all. It's just we get agents who are like, well, I'd love to do more and add more. And so like we'll give you stuff as we go. Yeah. Okay, so outside, I'm going to answer questions because I think we got them up. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay. All right. So now let me go through all of this with you. I'm going to just start dropping your questions. Even if you asked earlier, guys, this chat is blowing up. So I'm going to go as quickly as I can. How many agents can we get in on this? One per challenge, but you can run this cycle. If we prove that you guys really like this and we see the demand for this, then we will take the time to invest more into this and build it out even greater for you. And then you will be able to do this every single. We don't know how frequently we're going to test that. Right now with agents, we actually were running it every single month. So we'll test how it works with you guys and see what the frequency and how that works. But it'll be one per challenge because the reason why is one, you need to do the work. You need to hold your end of the deal. We don't want you coming in promising all this stuff to 10 different agents and that you're going to work so hard on all their business when that's not realistic, right? Because you wouldn't want the agent doing the same thing to you. That is not a respectful relationship. So it's going to be one, and you're gonna do a great job. They're gonna do a great job. You're gonna build a strong partnership.
I think that's a key today, Robert, as you were mentioning. It's trying to get to the quality agent who wants it as much as you do. And to me, that's what creates that exclusivity part of it so well, that it really does set you apart as a lender, gives you the leverage, as you keep saying. And I have said that for years, the leverage part. And of course, you and I have talked about it many times.
It's so important.
Yeah, it really is. And again, the leverage in a good way, I would even call it being at least on even ground with the realtor, right?
The way it should be.
It's always been that begging perspective. And again, we're all learned that way. So again, that's why I loved what you've done here. And again, to me, it's just even added today, just me listening to you do it. I think you could duplicate this one at a time, like I used to do with each loan officer. You just do it with each realtor, right?
That's the goal.
Yeah.
Can I be vulnerable with you guys? I want to ask something. I'm always very self-conscious about this. Do you feel that I was sincere with you today and I actually took the time to think about your problems and solving them? Can you be honest with me and drop that in the chat? I genuinely want that feedback. How I come across to you is deeply important to me. I get very emotional about it because I really care about you. And it's why we do what we do for agents. It's why I'm in real estate. I actually could care less about real estate, guys. It just so happened to be the place that I can make the biggest impact in someone's life. And that's why I'm really here. It's not about houses and yards and loans and anything like that. I'm here to change lives. I really am. I'm great at what I do. And this is the vessel that I get to do it. Okay? I'll keep answering questions, but I would really love your honest feedback of how I've come across to you, because that's important to me. Okay. All right. So then what are the costs outside of today's special with Paul? So it'll be $300. And then the next time we do it, will probably be between $500 and $800, more than likely. Okay. So you can see the massive discount that Paul is giving you right here on this call. That is thanks to him 100%. It's also our good favor with Paul. Paul is an amazing person for our industry, and I believe in building that relationship with Paul. And so we're coming together to build together. We're basically doing exactly what we're teaching you guys. A loan officer and an agent are coming together to build more business together, to help people sell more houses and close more loans together. So hopefully that answered your question, Dawn. Jamie, does it matter if the agent is in a different state than we are located? As long as you're licensed and able to sell loans in that state, right? Obviously, you cannot do that without that. So otherwise, it doesn't matter. Location doesn't matter. We've proven this in every rural market you could imagine. We've proven this everywhere. So don't worry about location as long as you can I want you to get paid. So, I want you to be able to close the loan. And I don't really want you referring this out. So please don't refer this out. It's meant to be you work with the agent. Okay. You work the strategy. It's not about like, well, I've got someone in my office who can do that state. No, because you're distancing yourself from the relationship. I want you to get closer and closer and work hand in hand. Okay. Let's see. When we do the challenges, are we grandfathered in on price? No, the prices will scale, but more than likely, listen, I can't make this promise, but more than likely, Paul will always get a special discount for you guys. Paul's our guy, man. I'm just being real with you. Again, I don't have anything in concrete writing that says that, but look what we did for you today, We didn't have any reason. We could have sold you guys $500 a day, and we knew that. We already knew. Think about the integrity that we just told you. We knew we could have sold this to you for $500 a day. We chose to sell it to you for $150. So I hope that's a testimony of our character and our sincerity of what we're doing. So more than likely, Paul will always get a special discount. So you better keep your relationship with Paul nice and tight, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Oh man. There we go. More questions. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Aaron. It's hard after sitting on so many money grabbing calls, and this was so different. Thank you, man. That makes me feel so good. Oh,
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Are Facebook ads required by the? No, 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 no. We're not even getting into Facebook ads. That will be a whole different thing. We don't preach that. We don't teach that. It's a nightmare. It's very expensive and very time consuming. This is all manual, and you will do this yourself, and it's awesome because we live
Yeah.
this. I mean, Chris
Which, by the
still uses
way,
this.
by the way, Robert, you and I haven't really even talked about quote strategies together at all. And I am guaranteeing you and I and Chris get together. I can almost guarantee you we will come up even with more. Because again,
Oh,
everything that I can tell you're
yes.
thinking of is how do we help them organically, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
This grows, guys. This grows over time. The first one was like bullet points because I just needed to get it out there. And then
right.
every time we do this, it grows and we give you more and more because I mean that's just business. Richard said, "What is the final price of monthly membership fee?" I'd love to charge you a monthly membership fee. My conscience won't let me right now. I'm being real with you. I I would love to. I love membership fees because they're great recurring revenue, but it's $150. That's it. It's $150, guys. That's
Total,
it. Like it's that simple.
total.
Okay, no complicated stuff like that. Um, let's see. Let me see. Oh, thank you. Yes, I think you're honest. You still feel like it's a hard sell. Okay. Yeah. So here's why. I love that. Love that. Why are we doing this right away? We have a timeline of when we're taking this public and bringing it to stages. So you can either get it today. You don't have to. It's not going to hurt my feelings, right? My business will continue to move on, right? But you're doing it today as a favor to Paul before we go and hit the stages and develop the other relationships that we have. So that's why it is urgent of time. This isn't like, oh, and then you're going to see us in 3 months, and then it's going to be the same exact pitch and the same exact price, and then you're like, see, there was no urgency at all. No, we're telling you right up front. We have a plan.
Yeah.
We have a schedule.
And like you said, Robert, you and I even said this yesterday. We try to prove the concept first with very minimal, and that's honestly, if you can tell, I don't think anybody has approached this from the realtor side saying, let me show you how to create leads on the lending side that gives you leverage with realtors, right? I do it
Yep.
on an individual basis, but we're proving a model here that we think can work above and beyond just
Oh
this
yeah.
group. Yeah. I
That's
just
right.
knew, you understand the way that I think.
That's
And
why we get
yeah,
along so well, man.
right. And that comes from the side of not only leads, listings, sales, marketing. How do you bring value first and not be the beggar in the crowd?
Oh, seriously,
Yeah.
well said.
Yeah.
Steve asked, "Do you need a robust social media presence?" Listen, if you've got a robust social media presence, that is awesome. But no, nope. You do not need to be some social media influencer or anything like that. You'll be good. Okay,
Yeah.
you'll be just fine. I got you, man. Remember what I told you guys. You have to remember, we built this for agents. Does the average agent have a robust social media presence? No. Is the average agent good at their CRM? No. We built this for agents, proved it works for agents. So like if the agent doesn't have to have the prerequisite, you won't either. Okay? I can't even tell you. So yeah. Can I change my first realtor? Yes. We have part of why we haven't set it up for agents yet to register is we wanted to give you that buffer. So Chris, the agent hasn't submitted yet because we haven't sent this to agents. So as long as you guys have not um, registered an agent, which you shouldn't even have a way because we don't have the link up. I didn't want this mistake to happen because I'm going to send you with the text on how to send it to agents, the vetting questions, and then the link that agents will use to sign up. That's why I didn't send it to you today. That's why it's not anywhere here, because I want you to be able to first be able to know who to pick. So that's why I wanted you to think about it. You can reach out to agents. If you already know someone, awesome. Like, that's great. But for some of you, you don't know someone. So you're going to get all the things you need to know to vet them. And then you'll have the link where they'll go and sign up and they'll designate you as the loan officer. Okay. Does that make sense? Hopefully that made sense. Okay. Oh, Aaron, honestly, Chris Raines was the ceiling factor of seeing the point of view of an honest realtor. Chris is part of why Chris and I are partners, man. He's a straight shooter. Like, him and I were competitors, basically. We were always winning at similar strategies. And then one day he reached out to me and he's like, dude, why are we always fighting over the same clients? Let's work together. I'm not kidding. He's just real and honest, and he makes things happen.
That's good.
So Jose, yeah, great question. Is the program just to help a realtor sign up, or did we actually provide it? So you might have missed where we were talking earlier. So, and even some of what's on the screen right now, is we have a whole roadmap with resources. There will be weekly live calls. There will be a daily live group chat, even segments in that group chat. So there is so much in this. Realistically, we should be charging Tom Ferry prices, but again, I've already explained 1,000 times. I don't need to do it again, why we're doing it the way we're doing it today for you. So hopefully that answers your question. Again, by the way, I just want to say thank you to everybody who said the kind things, and even those who felt that, like Christy, thank you for telling me that you felt it kind of was a hard sell, because it allows me to explain our reasoning. If I can't explain why we do things, I'm not trustworthy. If I can't be transparent with you, what I'm getting out of this, why the timeline is the way it is, then I'm just someone who is trying to avoid transparency. I'm the exact opposite. I want to be as transparent and clear as possible so that you and I have a great relationship. Because remember, again, what's my ultimate goal? You guys should know this by now. I've said it like 6 times. What's my ultimate goal?
Yep.
You crush it. My agents crush it. And we crush it together. That's my dream scenario, because I know if the agents I work with are paired with people like you who are crushing it, I will make more money and I will have less stress because you guys are working together and succeeding together. And I will feel good about myself because I actually helped improve your life. I actually made an impact. Go ahead, Paul.
That's called win-win-win.
That's right. That's right. All right. Any more questions, guys? Our signups are through the roof. This is amazing, by the way. But any more questions? Any more hesitations? I'd love to do this, but I'm afraid. I'm scared of this thing or whatever. Christy, so how do we work with your
Christy's ready
agent?
for a lead. She's ready for a lead.
Dude, she's ready. Okay, so Christy, and anybody else wondering like Christy, how do we get to some of the agents that you're working with? How do we introduce you? It's very simple. Just like you're going to be vetting the agents you're working with, I'm vetting you. If you show up and do well in this program, regardless, by the way, of the agent you work with, I'm going to be seeing that. Chris will be seeing that. Paul will be seeing that. Walt will be seeing that. And we are going to then be saying, and I already started doing this. I've already done this many times. This is part of where this idea came from, is I'm going to be seeing that, and I'm going to see agents who have lenders who are not delivering, and I'm going to say, listen, let's say it's Thomas over there. And Thomas is the one, and he's crushing it. I see Thomas crushing it. And then I've got Chris over here, and he's crushing it. But Chris's lender sucks. It's in my best interest to say, Chris, you should talk to Thomas because I've seen firsthand what he can do.
Right.
That's what I'm setting you guys up for. I'd be an idiot not to want to help facilitate. Now, I can't make them work with you. I got my own things that I got to protect myself legally from, right? I can't make them choose you. But what I can do is show them why you are the obvious choice.
Chick-fil-A loan officer.
Yeah, right? Did that kind of answer your question, though? Hopefully that kind of answered your question and made sense, Christy. So I hope so. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Great. Yeah, there we go, Richard. 1 to 2 from each realtor. Yeah. Yeah. right? I mean, they only need to do a small percentage of this plan. They don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. And you will make more money. It's pretty simple. Yeah. All right. Any other questions, guys? I'm willing to give you like
So,
1 more minute, and then I actually need to.
yeah, Robert, we're going to record, right?
It's already been recording, guys.
Okay.
I will send replays and stuff. That you will get an email. In that email, for everybody who signed up specifically, in that email, you will have the text that you'll send them so that you can meet with them, preferably in person. Doesn't have to be, but it's always better to meet face to face. The questions that you will ask them, what to do if you get lots of people interested, what to do with the ones who are interested in, but you're only doing one this time. And then the sign up link that you will send to agents that will give them the forgive me, I just heard my kid. The sign up link that they will use to sign up and designate you as the loan officer for them. Does that make sense?
So, hey, I'm going to do a repost on the new loan officer group. Any of y'all that are in there with me, if you can, give us a shout out. And then again, you want to go another 24 hours on this price just so that we can say something like that, Robert?
Say that one more time, Paul. I'm sorry.
I'm going to repost it in the new loan officer, and many of them are from that group.
Mm-hmm.
What I was going to do is any of these guys that could give me a shout out in there and say, hey, go in and listen to this re-recording. And then, if some other ones want to sign up, we can take that on the next 24 hours. How many can we get on board?
I mean, listen, it's you, Paul. Typically,
Okay.
I don't like to do that because I don't want people to think that my word is not good. But the thing is that this was very instantaneous and spontaneous. We kind of didn't. So I do want to give some grace there. And also, I know that there are people who are watching from the Facebook Live group that are not in this call, which means they don't even have the link. So I do also want to be gracious there. So yes, I think we can do something like that to where we'll do a repost and then we'll still keep that price the same.
Okay, good. Yeah. And then
Yeah,
that
I
way,
think
then some
end of
those
day
guys.
tomorrow is I think right around end of day tomorrow would be pretty good then.
Okay.
Okay.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, guys. Hopefully, I've covered enough for you. And by the way, another free plug for you. Free. I have to emphasize that. Every Wednesday, 9 a.m. Central, I bring agents into my training calls, and I do awesome calls. I'm very proud of what I do. Okay. I would love for you guys to start coming and meeting agents because we do breakout rooms where they go one-on-one. So you have chances to where you're going to be one-on-one with an agent who's actually trying to learn new strategies and grow. So I just want to give you that free resource.
I love that.
Yeah. We run a great group called the Agent Alliance. We've got about 34,000 members in it. I would love for you guys to come in and start commenting and sharing value and resources. Let me be clear. That is not interest rates. That is not loan programs. It is actually stuff like the 100K challenge. Or if you come to my calls on Wednesdays, it's sharing what you learned about that. It's sharing something cool. It's connecting with those. I just want to help you out. There's no cost to the calls, no cost to the groups, anything like that. And a lot of the things that I teach in the calls are super applicable to loan officers. Super applicable.
See, that's, to me, Robert, that's so much better than showing up, honestly, on a call about mortgage guys talking about mortgage products. To me, you're just helping them relate so much better to the realtor.
Oh yeah, you're just gonna again. I have to. The reason why I know how to do this, guys, is I recruit agents.
Yeah,
if I don't know how to relate to them, I don't succeed at my job. So I'm literally giving you the secrets that we use as some of the top agent recruiters. We're not even top 1%. We're higher than that. It's like top, what is it, Chris? We're like top 0.5% of recruiters in the entire nation when it comes to agents. And I'm literally giving you the things that we do to recruit agents so that you can leverage that to build those relationships. And
love that. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we do. How do we join the calls? How do we get inside? Misa, go ahead and drop a link to our Facebook group. That's the easiest way, guys. Everybody who registered today, too, if you would like, I'll add you. If you opted in for the newsletter as well, you'll get links to our Facebook group. You'll get invites to trainings and things like that. Lots of resources. I run an awesome newsletter. No cost to that either. So and that goes out every Friday. Surprisingly, it's a great open rate on Fridays. I don't know why. I tested so many other days and times, and Fridays were the best for us. It was weird. So yeah, we have a Facebook group. We'd love for you to join it. And then if you opted in when you signed up, I have a newsletter too, so you'll receive notifications from there. Um, yeah. Any more questions? Anything else I can do for you guys? Really hope you
Everybody,
felt.
get
Yeah,
out there and
Paul.
hunt like you're hungry.
Let's go. That's
I'm,
right.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'll keep that Facebook group link up for like one more minute or so. I guess I can stop sharing my screen.
Oh, okay.
And oh, look at that. Misa's amazing. Um, she is so helpful. So yeah, great job, great job. Facebook group, newsletter. You can subscribe right away too if you want to. Go check out some of the past things that I've done in my newsletter too. They're all open and free for you guys. It'll blow your mind. Like last week, I taught coffee meetings, how we closed 1,080 deals using coffee meetings. You know, just a couple deals. No big. Right? If you can't tell, I'm very passionate about what I do. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. Misa, take some screenshots of all the nice things they said. That meant a lot. I want to remember those. Makes me feel good. I'm going to go tell my wife. Look at what they said. I'm a simple person. I am. Nick, does an invite go right to the realtor partner after registration? So let me clarify on that. So again, you signed up and then you will designate an agent if you don't know yet. Don't worry. We will also send you an email. It'll be probably tomorrow, Monday the latest. Don't worry, you have plenty of time. It doesn't start till April. So that's why I want to do this in advance. So you had time to meet with agents and vet them. In that email, I'm going to send you the text that you send them, the vetting questions you'll ask them when you meet them in person, and then a link that they will go register that you send to them, and they will designate you. Then on our end, because we just don't have a fancier system that does this, we will link them up together. Okay? They designated you, so then we link that profile to you, and now we know that they're admitted in. Does that make sense? Does that kind of answer your question, Nick?
Well, I'm glad you're doing all that, Robert.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is what I do. This is what I do. You're just the pretty face, Paul. Yeah. All right. Everybody got in the group? Everybody got the newsletter? You guys good with that? Can I close the call now? I don't want to leave anybody hanging. We good?
We're good.
Awesome. I'm so excited, guys. There's like 50 of you, I think, now that signed up. So this is pretty
See
exciting.
y'all.
This is going to be amazing. All right. See you, everybody.
Hey, Robert, hold it for just a second.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm copying the chat. I was waiting until the last second.
Oh, you're still copying. Okay. Keep going. Keep going. We got it. We'll keep it open for you. Everybody else, you guys are good. This is admin stuff now, screenshots and everything like that. Thank you, Paul, by the way. Appreciate
All right,
you.
buddy. I'll see y'all.
Bye, everybody. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye.
Glad you're a better agent than a beatboxer.
You know, my beatboxing is actually pretty good. Okay. When I auditioned for The Voice, I did a little bit of beatboxing, but it was not good. Misa's like, no, we don't want people to know that. It's just not that recording. Christy, yes. I did not make it to my episode did not air though. I kid you not. So I auditioned for The Voice.